Good morning. Trying to find us. It's Wednesday. My computer is very slow today. I'm not sure why. Like very slow. Well, there we are. Man, it's really slow. Like, what the heck happened? There we go. It's picking up a bit. Wait, did that link go out? I don't know what's going on with the computer. Very disappointing. That's better. All right. We're getting there, slowly but surely. So today is April the 9th, and the prompt is petals and puddles. Puddles. And I have no idea what we're drawing today, because I've been drawing this little girl here, and I've been having a lot of fun with her. And I just want to try one thing before I move her. Good morning, Mary and Judy, Pamela, Jennifer. I just want to try the pink. Just want to try watercolor on top of watercolor for a sec. So bear with me. Oh, but I have no water here. I could use this cute little bowl for water. I don't know where my other bowl is. I do know where my brushes are. They're all in here. Okay, let's just try pink on top of green and see what happens. And then, oh, not bad, actually. That's pretty good. That's better than what I expected. Not bad at all. All right, let's put this away, because otherwise I'll be sitting here all day just playing. Not that that would be a bad thing, right? But yeah, watercolor on top of watercolor, I'm impressed. Just gonna erase this as I go down. I just smeared her whole cheek. But it's wet and it's watercolor underneath. So look at that. I can fix it easily. Well, fairly easily. I'm gonna let it dry before I fix it totally. Not horrible. All right, I'm gonna move this. Isn't she cute? Who do I need to say hello to? There's so many of you guys here. Hi, Janice and Shari and Penny and Laura and Cindy. Cindy, I might be calling you. And Carol and Linda and Julie and Susan and Ellen and Z and Peggy Sue. And Terry, oh, who's getting ready for her power to go out. And Denise, hello. I bought my daughter some stickers the other day from my sticker company that makes all my stickers. And for $1, you could buy another sticker, but they told you at the checkout. So for $1, you got 12 other stickers. And I couldn't find any of my art in my photos. And it was like one of those time things where you had 5 minutes left to do it. So I found a picture of me as a kid. So for $1, I got 12 pictures of me as a kid stickers. I don't even know why, but when they gave you that option to buy another sticker, 12 of them for $1, I'm like, oh, I have to buy a sticker. Isn't it funny? It's such a funny sticker. Well, anyway. All right. I'm not feeling it today, you know? I'm feeling like drawing, but I'm not feeling it. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Jewel. Hi, Valerie. Let me show you what I drew yesterday. I was on a stinking roll yesterday. I was having so much fun. I worked in um my No Excuses art journaling book, and I colored in our word for the month, which is reinvention. Oh my goodness. And then I did these rabbits as my card peaks. And I gotta say something. These are the cutest things I've ever drawn, at least in my opinion. I was watching The Handmaid's Tale. So I did June, Serena Joy, who is upside down, probably for a reason. Luke, who's sideways, probably for a reason. And then Aunt Lydia. Look at her. Are they so cute? I mean, I just love them and I really want to redo. I wish I had gotten up and gone and scanned these all, but I did not. So that's okay. And then I did this quote, which I really, really loved. Not as excited about the quote as I am about the lettering because I have been having a bad day. What would you call it? Like I haven't been wanting to try any big lettering for a while. Um, this looks like Tim Holtz. It's me. It's not Tim Holtz. Anyway, I'm gonna start putting them on my kids' cars and stuff. I think when I see them, I'm gonna put them around in their houses and places and things. Anyway, um, I've been having kind of a hard time starting to do some lettering because I just haven't been, my hands have been shaking. But yesterday I powered through the shaking and did this lettering and I was very happy. And then I did this little bunny. Look at her. Isn't she cute? I had a paper that was torn at the bottom and I just went with it. And then I put a quote on my friend Corey's watercolor that she gave me. It says, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Nelson Mandela. And that's how I felt about this quote. I felt pretty good, I gotta say. I'm glad I powered through it. Oh, and then did I show you guys this? This is from Ruth Korch. This is some art of hers that I bought. And I don't hang this kind of stuff. So I decided to put it in my journal where I would see it all the time. Um, Terry says, did we all have the Caroline Kennedy hairdo back in the 60s? Was this a Caroline Kennedy hairdo? This was a bowl cut, basically, for me. Anyway, this is art that I bought from Ruth Korch, and I got it home, and on the back side, she had crossed this out because this is cricket up here. I guess she didn't like it. But I took my eraser and I crossed out the pencil line that crossed out her artwork because I just think it's so cute. And then I just have one more thing to put back there. And I think I'm done with my, no, oh, I have something to put here. I'm going to draw some more bunnies today, I think. I just had a lot of fun drawing these bunnies. Aren't they cute? Look at Luke. And I didn't even want to put any white on him. And June, her fur is the cutest. And Serena Joy, who's upside down, look at her little chub cheeks. Pretty cute. Okay, well, enough of me tooting my own horn, which doesn't get tooted often enough from me. All right, book, you're going away. Done with you for a while. So, oh wait, let's talk about this really quick. I got a note from Ruth Korch, who said that a lot of you ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if it was ladies or gentlemen, signed up for the farmers market class. That her class on her website is not the same as the class that I took. Her new farmers market class is coming. So if you signed up for that farmers market class and you don't want it, make sure you message her and tell her you goofed. I would highly recommend taking her drawing class, which I probably will be doing, and her watercolor class, which I don't think I need, but I would do the drawing class and the watercolor class of hers that are both online right now. So she's working on getting that other farmers market class up, but it's not up yet. And then I wanted to share this cute little book that my friend Cindy Dietz sent me. It looks like it's just a piece of paper, started with a piece of paper, folded in half, and then she covered this and covered this with the cutest bunny. And then on the inside, there's a little flap, and it opens, and there's a journaling fox. Does it open? No, it's just a little tag with a fox. And then the cutest little bunny tag that pulls out of it. But what a cute idea, right? It's so simple, but it's a little journaling spot. And this opens, flaps open. So please pull your camera up a bit. Sorry. I'm sorry. Do you want me to show you again? I will, because I don't have any idea what we're doing this morning. So it's a little booklet that Cindy Dietz made, right? It is just a piece of paper, it looks like. Then she covered the front and covered the back. And then on the inside, she put a little journaling flap that opens and a pocket here with a little fox and a bunny. And then this closes and then this goes over. And you can write here or draw here and put another picture there. Right? Isn't it cute? Thank you, Miss Cindy Dietz. All right, well, I don't know what I'm doing today. Nothing has come to me. Today is petals and puddles. So I think we're going to have it raining flowers and then a big puddle at the bottom. What do you say? I really don't have any idea. And I don't remember where we are. Are we on the back side of this? Oh yeah, this is what we did yesterday, so we're here on the back side. So I'm thinking flowers. I'm bringing the camera down. If it's a problem, please let me know. I can't wait to get my new tripod. I hope it doesn't bounce. Tired of bouncing tripods. And I'm just going to start drawing a few. And we're just going to put them there. Can you see them? I hope. Am I too small? What does a petal look like? A petal would look like this, right? Kind of. Or like this. I'm going to look that up. Doodle, doodle of a petal. Oh, well, those are much better than mine. We're going to wait and draw a few flowers first. But we are definitely going to have, maybe we'll have a cloud. I got a crazy itch on my back. Couple clouds, and then we'll just have flowers raining down. I think that works. So what's going on with everybody? Anybody got anything to share? Because I certainly don't. Anyway. Let's do some more flowers here. Nothing happened yesterday except I watched all 3 new seasons or 3 new episodes of The Handmaid's Tale because I love that show. And I cried and I cried. Was very happy. Happy tears. All right, let's not get too carried away, Lindsay. And then let's put in a puddle. I don't know how to draw a puddle, but there we go. And then our petals are going to start falling. Daisy petals. Did you get my email yesterday? Susan wants to know. Yes, I did. And I have sent a message to somebody, might have been one of those walking group people, about teaching a class, Susan. But I think I can't go this year because all my money is tied up in a wedding. But you guys have a good time. I'm looking also for more of local, meaning the United States, places to take classes. Did you find a place to meet and share your art journals? I did, but I can't talk about it yet because turns out my friend Ann Kobieri Scott is going to be in town, and we haven't decided if we want to hang out by ourselves or with other people. Valerie, I'm sorry. So we're not sure. So give us a day or two to figure that out. I don't even want to tell you where it is because I don't want you coming and stalking us if we're just going to hang out by ourselves. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm going to put a petal right here in the puddle. And another petal here. Kind of bury them together. They look like hearts. Maybe we'll do a few leaves falling. I love falling leaves. I think that's good. All right. Valerie, I know you're just checking. She goes, Anne will tell me. Of course she will. Blabbermouth. Where do you live, Valerie? What part of Los Angeles are you in? Because we know a lot of you guys would love to come hang out. We're going to be in the Orange County area. That's where we're going to hang out. We were going to go to downtown Disney, and I said, I don't even want to try to park there. So we're going elsewhere. So I have to drive a long way, and her husband has to drive her a long way because she's going to be in Oceanside. Anyway. Carmen says, I got a golden book of Wednesday Addams for that. Wait, what? Shari says, I taught a friend yesterday how to make an altered little golden book, and my own second is in progress. I will post later. It's Frida Kahlo. Those are so fun to make, aren't they? Carmen says, I'm rude. Oh, because I won't share where we're going to do our journals. Yeah, well, we have a lot to discuss to get ready for our retreat. So Maybe we could meet and then have everybody come like an hour later or something. My friend Ann Scott, Ann Kobieri Scott, and myself have only met each other in person once. So it would be good to just hang out for a little bit, see if we even like each other. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of course we like each other. I do love doing sky this way. I don't know what color that is even. Still blue. Anyway, if you're in the Southern California area, Ann and I might be announcing where we're going to be. And then we're just going to come and take the place over. No reservations, no nothing. Just see what happens. If they kick us out, we could always sit in the parking lot. Funny. All right. Let's get a little bluer, a little greeny bluer in color in my sky. Okay. A little more bluey. A little more bluey. We've been watching, well, we haven't been watching. It's been a long time for my husband and I watching these videos about a golden retriever named Teddy. Does anybody watch Teddy videos? I think they're on Facebook. I'm not 100% sure, but it's called A Guy and a Golden, and he's a golden retriever, and he does all kinds of crazy wild things, or his owner does with him, makes him do crazy wild things. And yesterday he posted a video. Anyway, we got Atticus into watching these videos while we were gone. And I'm sure the parental units are not going to be happy with us for showing this to Atticus, but yeah. There was one he just laughs and laughs and laughs at this dog so hard. So yesterday there was one called um Potty Inside. And it starts out by them showing the golden retriever, and now they have a puppy golden retriever. So there's the little teddy or the big teddy golden retriever, a little golden retriever called Rue, a baby puppy, and then another like I don't even know what you would call him. I guess he's a terrier, and they just get into mischief. They really don't. The guy who does the videos gets them into mischief. And I think this guy has been able to quit his job now because he now has sponsors from like pet insurance companies and pet food companies because so many people watch the videos, right? So yesterday it was called Potty Inside, and the dogs are looking out the window, and it's raining, and they don't want to go outside to go to the bathroom. So the next video shows the dog, or the next clip shows Teddy going to the bathroom in the toilet and making all kinds of fart noises. And then the next video is of Archie, who's the terrier, going to the potty. Um, and making all kinds of fart noises. So we sent it to Curtis and Nora Beth and said, could you please share this with Atticus? He'll love it. I don't know if they did or if they went, yeah, we don't really want to keep him going on the fart jokes. But man, does he love butt jokes and fart jokes right now. He is way into it. Way into the butts and the farts. I wasn't planning on doing the blue all the way down here, but I really kind of like it. Anyway, what else do you guys want to talk about? I got nothing. Ask me questions. Does anybody have any questions for me? Because I really don't have very much today. My mother-in-law is coming over today to help my husband pick up pine cones, which cracks me up because I know she just wants to get out of the house and she wants to be with us, but for sure she can't go outside and bend over and pick up pine cones. For sure. But she thinks she can. She'll fall and hurt herself, and then it'll be a trip to the hospital. Uh, Denise said I had an iguana that learned how to go to the bathroom on the toilet. Well, that's just weird. And it would be so funny to watch. I had rabbits. At one time, I had 13 rabbits. I know it's insane. Um, but my rabbits would go, they lived in the house and they would go in a litter box and they just ran around the house. Now I think about having 13 rabbits and I think, what was wrong with your brain? Crazy amounts of animals running around a house. A little teeny tiny house. All right. So I think that's my background and I really like it. Cindy says, did you know you can ask Alexa to make fart sounds? Oliver thinks it's hilarious. Oh, great. Well, I guess I'll be doing that with Atticus. All right, so let's put some flowers in here. I have a very strange little thread in here, and I don't know where it came from, but it has to go away. Oh. Just gonna paint our flowers in. Uh, Anything else we want to talk about besides dogs and fart jokes? I really, honestly, you guys, I have nothing today to talk about. I did watch a movie last night. Not a movie, a show. Really late at night. I haven't finished it. I want to watch the rest of it today. About a girl group called Fanny back in the 70s, which I didn't remember until I started watching it. And now I kind of remember this girl group, kind of. It's on PBS. Jules said, oh my, I just spit my coffee back into my cup when I read your comment when I was drinking my coffee. Oh, about Alexa making fart sounds. Pretty funny. Okay. We're getting there with these flowers. Seemed like the sky took an awfully long time. Oh. Oh. I keep smearing this. I just want a nice little red dot in the middle. Oh. Oh well. Now I have a red dot with some red into the yellow. That's how you get different color flowers. That's not what I was going for, but it's okay. I need pink. Does Atticus like the Baby Shark song? Oh no. We are not going to even start that song with him. He's not big into songs. He always tells me when I start singing to be quiet. But when he was trying to go to sleep the other night, I was singing, and I'm sure this isn't politically correct, so don't get mad at me. But I was singing, one little, two little, three little Indians, four little, five little, six little Indians, seven little, eight little, nine little Indians, 10 little Indian boys. And I'm sure they don't sing that song anymore. So then we changed the words and we did one little, two little, three little cars. And we kept going. Jennifer says, did you see my question? Speaking of mother-in-law, what happened to the people trying to break in? I don't think anything. The police came and I don't know. I don't think she ever really knew what actually happened because she didn't ask enough questions. She was pretty shaken, as you could well imagine. You know? But I don't think I think it turned out that really they just were drunk trying to get into the wrong house. I don't think they were actually trying to break in and physically hurt her or rob her. I think it was just a neighbor um, that was being stupid. Know what I mean? Do I have a leaf down here? I don't. I'm going to put one in. Well, it turned out to be a very big leaf, but that's okay. Joel says, great, now that song is stuck in my head. Yep, you're welcome. And we just kept going. And he would go, do monster trucks. And so I'd go one little, two little, three little monster trucks, four little, five little. And it went on for hours until he finally fell asleep, you know? Pretty silly. I wonder what color this is. We're going to try it. Oh, it's kind of a dark blue. Pretty color for a flower. If I had a color chart, my life would be easier. Ooh, look at that. Got really dark. Anyway, that's the only song I've ever sang that he doesn't tell me to shut up. Stop singing, Bubby. Stop singing. And he doesn't like to dance. So there's that. Uh, whatever. You know why I like this kind of watercoloring? It doesn't take a lot of watercolor to get on the page. You just use a very small amount to kind of fill in a little bit to highlight. You know what I mean? I for sure don't like that lemony yellow color though. Let's get that out of there. Much better yellow. That's pretty. That's pretty. How's your landscaping coming? Do you want to see? It's all done. I'll be happy to show you. They didn't do any landscaping. They just cleaned the weeds and planted 4 new plants for me. And it's great. I can look outside and my husband's like happy and they carted everything away with them. That's like his biggest nightmare or his biggest worry. I don't know what you want to call it. Because he has to put all of the pine cones and stuff into the burn pit. And he just hasn't had time or strength or gumption to get up to the burn pile. So they hauled it all away. That was part of the deal. I'm like, I'm happy to pay you what you want, but you got to get this out of my yard so my husband does not keep looking at it. So pretty. It's so light and pastel-y. Denise said, in Denver, I had someone come to my house demanding to buy drugs. I had to convince them they were at the wrong house. Oh, God. Awful. Do a yellow petal here. So my girlfriends are coming over on Friday, and I think I'm going to do jelly plate printing. I really want some jelly plate papers. I think. Do they inspect your yard there for pine needle cleanup? What do you mean? What do you mean, do they inspect our yard? No, we don't have anybody come by to check for pine needle cleanup. But Kathy, you're probably in a community where you are. So they would definitely check there for pine needle cleanup. Not here. We just all inspect each other's house because we want to make sure there's no pine needles. That's really pretty, that one there. Terry says, hey, I still have power. What time is it? 8:32. Sandy says, when I taught music in the schools, I often had students who didn't like to dance. So instead of calling it dance, I'd have them move more like an animal or a monster or a robot. And then it morphed into dancing. Ooh, that is a great idea, teacher. Teacher Sandy. He would probably like to do a robot kind of dance. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. I have a blue petal coming off of here. Doesn't really look like a petal, but it doesn't bother me. Oh, that is a bright blue. So pretty. Now we need a little purple petal, and a bright pink petal again. Did anyone watch the season finale? Yes, I did, of 1923. Now I have read there may be another Taylor Sheridan spin-off 1944. Oh, I hope so. There were some really bad parts of that show this time around that we did not like, that made us mad that they had to do. But at the end, my husband says, no, there were worse parts. There were gross parts of that show that did not need to be part of it. This takes a long time when you paint like this. All the shading and stuff. I really like it. It's really fun. Kathy says, I agree. Is that about the 1923 movie? Like a whole storyline that didn't need to be there. That's all I'm going to say in case you guys haven't watched it and you want to. That's a really pretty flower. What network is 1923 on? It's on Paramount Plus. I always say what channel, and then my kids are like, Mom, it's not a channel, it's streaming. I'm like, whatever. Still a channel to me. I really want to blot this. I might mess it up. No. Looks better now. And a little darker right in the middle. That's really pretty. I don't have any orange flowers, but I guess this one up top here, which is my least favorite. It was supposed to be yellow. And then it got carried away. Oh, that's really pretty. Pretty color. Okay, we're getting down to the puddle with the petals. The vessel in the pestle holds the brew that is true. Use a little teeny bit of darker. Right there. That's pretty. Lindsay, leave it alone. Okay, we're going to give these petals just a tiny bit of green, maybe. Not that one. I'm going to leave them, actually. And then I want to go back to this flower here. That I wanted to bring this yellow out a little bit. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay. Let's get to this petal, shall we? I want it very translucenty blue kind of color. So I have a metallic blue in my Daniel Smith colors. Doesn't really look like a puddle, but I'm going to make some little splashes coming off of it. And then when I write the word petals and puddles, I think it will be okay. I think. I hope there's a spin-off of the Taylor Sheraton, The Yellowstone, with Casey's wife and her family. I think the Native American girl, I can't remember what her name was, that was in that show and was wanted for murder, but really. Anyway, I think it's going to go into her family and she's going to end up in Montana and she's going to be Casey's wife's family. We'll see. We'll see. A yellow petal. And another purple, I think. Purple. We don't have any purples on the way down here. On the way flying down from the sky. That's pretty. And an orange, maybe. Pretty. And that crazy pink color. Opera pink. Daniel Smith. Opera pink. With a little darker in it. Come on. You can get a little darker. I know you can. I think more yellow. I really like the yellows in these Daniel Smith colors. It's hard to get a good yellow sometimes. But they're really pretty. Then let's use that crazy blue. That was that really deep, weird blue. And then let's put some splashes. Splash, splash. Oh, what are your Daniel Smith yellows? I wish I knew. I have this one that's kind of an orangey yellow, and this one. But I don't know. I never looked at the back side of these. I don't think she ever wrote. Yeah, these were gifted to me from a friend, Sylvia, and I don't think she ever wrote. She didn't ever give me like a chart with the names of the colors. So I don't know what they are. I'm sorry. Sorry, you guys. Do you think that's enough splashes? I do. Okay, so now we need our wording and a little bit of outlining. Look at this cute bowl that Linda Golling gave me. I used it for my water bowl. It's so tiny and it's not very deep, but you don't need that much water to watercolor with. Don't waste water. We live in a world where we need our water. All right, let's come up. And I'm going to use gray, I think, if I can find it. This is a 01. That should work. 01, and then we'll use black. Thanks, Steph. Steph Aleph. Wish I could get rid of this little bit of pink there, but I cannot. I'm going with that scratchy, I don't know, sketchy kind of outlines. And I'm going to put white in the center here, but I'm going to go with gray for the moment so I don't forget. I hope it's all dry. The other thing I like about this gray is that it kind of makes the pencil that's underneath the watercolor look like it's supposed to be there because it's a gray instead of black, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like, see how pretty that is? It's just a little, like, I don't really like this one, but that's okay. But that looks like it's almost like a pencil line. This one will be the same, I think, kind of like I've outlined the pencil, just made it a little darker. I don't know. I always say maybe someday I should take a real watercolor class, and I know I just took one, but I think watercolor is such a mystery that I could take a million classes and still not quite get it. Oh, it is upside down. It's petals and puddles, Stephanie. So the flowers are going, it does look cute that way too, but the flowers are falling from the sky. I kind of like this kind of stylized, what do you call this? Where it's kind of sketchy. I don't know, but I do like it. I've never really done it before. Is this this is a micron, a Sakura micron, and it's called, I don't know where the color is. They have a light gray and a dark gray, and I've lost a lot of my pens of my grays. I can't find them. So this is whatever happens to be left. This might be the lighter of the two grays, I kind of think. I don't know. Could be either one. Stephanie says, I've watched tons of YouTube videos on watercolors. There's still a ton to learn. I agree. It's like um, a mystery tool, medium. That's the word. Where's my husband going? He's moving his truck. I hear him. Is he leaving me? It's so nice to have it not raining and he's going outside a little bit more. And that makes me very happy. I think he just needed to get out of this house. We took a walk yesterday and he did really good. And we saw actual humans on our walk from our street. I don't like mixing with the neighbors, but he does. So he was in his element, chatting it up with the ladies and the men on the street. Okay, here's our petals going into the puddles. And then we'll do our lettering. Petals and puddles. Okay, I think we're done there. I just want to do one thing. I'm not happy with the bright white clouds. So Stephanie says my hometown area is flooded. Louisville, Kentucky is bad. I have stopped watching the news, Stephanie. It's just so depressing. So I'm so sorry. But you're in Florida now, right? Oh, I'm still sorry. That's awful. I did watch the news for a minute this morning, and it had that roof that crashed on a place in the Dominican Republic. So awful. It's just so depressing. Just can't do it. Just can't. Okay, now I'm happy with the clouds. They have a little bit of wispy color, not much, but a little bit. This is not Nina cardstock, but the Nina that I buy is 110 pounds. This is a watercolor paper. All the pages in this book are watercolor paper. Yes, sir. What? Looking for your bottle. Bottle? All right. So I think we'll write petals and puddles down here, going this way. That's really wet. Kathy says, thank you. I just got my winnings. I don't even remember what you won, Kathy. Congratulations. Kathy got her winnings. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I kind of want it to be big. Should we do it in pencil first? That's always a good idea. What brand of watercolor paper? This is, hold on, I'm going to show you. Oh, this is a card that was a Strathmore watercolor greeting card that also came with envelopes. So this was not watercolor paper, but the rest of the book is this Fabriano watercolor, 25% cotton, 140 pounds, 9 by 12. That's what the rest of the book is. We're going to do a fancy calligraphy E. And my S is going to run into that petal. And puddles. I got to tell you how inspiring it was to take her class. I wrote her a letter yesterday to Ruth. I haven't sent it yet because I don't want to send like a creeper. I mean, I don't want to sound like a creeper. Oh, Jewel found the Target box. Congratulations, Jewel. This is the box that we're going to use in May that Jewel is talking about. This one here for May. I mean, I'm going to use it. You use whatever you can find, but that's what I'm using for May. Anyway, and Jewel said she just found it. Okay, so I wrote Ruth a letter yesterday, but like I said, I don't want to sound like a creeper or like a stalker. But I got to tell you, it got me inspired again to letter. So sometimes when you're feeling like dumpy, either go to YouTube and watch a video or go take a class in person with somebody or get a magazine or come back and watch my videos. Do something that will inspire you to keep going. You know, because some days you just don't want to do anything. It's like, I'm a failure. That is so pretty. So pretty. Jewel, where did you find it? Did you buy it online or did you buy it at a Target store? Petals and puddles. Going for fancy calligraphic letters today. Hope I spelled puddles right. Petals and puddles. I guarantee you that your note will be right on time. What does that mean? My note to Ruth? So I should definitely send it? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I just loved her. I haven't met a teacher that I've liked that much since I was taking classes decades ago, honestly. But I did really like her class. Okay, what should we do for this color? Thinking purple. You can barely see this purple. Might have to make it a little darker. Oh, that's way darker. Oh well, it works. Terry says I still have power. So funny. She's judging the whole day by the power. Oh, by the way, Facebook has started taking down my videos because if you're in the fifth session of the Creative Book Club, they've taken down several videos, but not the older videos, the newer videos. And I don't understand that. I don't get it at all. Why do you say you're going to take down a video from 30 days ago and then you take one down from last week? And the one from 40 days ago is still up there. But if you are looking for a video, just message me. My plan right now is that I'm going to just put them back up on Facebook and see if those stay. Because here's my thinking. They said they're going to delete all live videos, right? But if I take a live video and I download it and then I put it back up, it's not a live video anymore. So we're going to do a few experiments. It's going to be an experimental process for a while. Denise says, I appreciate your teaching skills. I recently took a local class and the teacher was harsh. And that's always my fear. Because Carmen and I took a class in Yosemite from a teacher, a watercolor teacher, and it was awful. I mean, the teacher really didn't teach. She was only there in Yosemite to be in Yosemite. That's number one. And her teaching style was not, none of us liked it. I think except my friend Joy, who just always finds the good. She's the Pollyanna in our group. Okay, well, I think I'm done here. But it was a horrible class. Horrible. And I've never understood why she taught us the things she taught us, because it didn't really, I don't know, not my kind of thing. So I try to teach how I would like to take a class, you know. I'm glad I put this lighter color in the clouds. I don't know if you can see the white dots in there, but in person you can. Oh, shaky. Very shaky there. Anyway. And interestingly enough, the teacher that Carmen and I took the class from in Yosemite lived in Santa Cruz. And so when I took from Ruth, I thought, oh God, it better not be that teacher. But I knew it wasn't because of her style. They didn't have the same style at all. Okay, just about done here. Did I spell puddles right? I did. I think I'm done here. I am done, and it's exactly 9 o'clock. Linda says, I took my first ever watercolor class from Ruth and loved her. She's like you, great, patient, encouraging teacher. Thank you. Denise says, just because you can draw and paint doesn't mean you can teach. You know who I heard that from? Andrea Grossman. I think I'm going to splatter this. Not sure, but Mrs. Grossman from Mrs. Grossman's Stickers. I had her come teach at my store. It was the worst class I've ever taken, ever. And I don't think she ever taught again. She had other people who taught her classes because she just was not a teacher. She was a great designer of stickers, but not a teacher. But I've been watching a lot of videos from the girls from Ranger Products, Dina Wakely, and what's her name? Why can't I remember? Diane Revelry, whatever you call it. Oh, I'm so much happier with it now, you guys. It's the little things that matter sometimes. You see the little spotty dotties? Anyway, I've been watching a lot of the videos because the show is right now. It almost looked like Piddles. Who said that? Piddles. A lot of not good teachers out there. Lindsay, you are not in that group. Aw, thanks. I think I need just a few more dots. Anyway, the Creativation show, which used to be called CHA, is on currently, and everybody's at the show, or it might be over now, I don't know. But a lot of stores, well, there aren't a lot of stores left, but some of the stores that are there are sharing videos of what's new. There's not a lot new, I gotta say. Now I'm happy. Not really. I'm gonna color in this U on petals. So maybe it looks more like puddles. Okay, petals and puddles, there we are. I really like this style of, I'm gonna have to make it a little bit more my style, but this is fairly much my style. And then I'm playing in my book. Let me get this. Ugh. Oh, let's fix her pink cheek. I started playing in my book to try to get back into a little bit more play because I kind of lost it for a while. Did we lose the last week's video on how to make the book you were working out of? I don't think so. Don't think so. If we did though, or if you did, if you email me, I'll send it to you. But I am going to try to put all the videos that were taken down in the last couple of days back into the group. And that the envelope book that we're working in today, that was in Journal Play Day 17th quarter. You know? Yeah, I love this little girl because her dress is going to be all flowers. And I love her on this big ball. And then I'm not sure she'll have a friend over here, but I haven't got that far yet. All right. So that's it, kids. Let's see where we are in our book. So this one goes here. Tomorrow we are here. And I think I have 2 cards in here. I do. They're very hard to pull out. I have a short one and a long one. That's for that page. And this is this right there. Okay, well, it was fun. Let's see what tomorrow brings us. Tomorrow is a bloom of colorful trees. Oh, that's going to be some fun to do, right? Some fun. All right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Yep, I love you. And be good humans today, okay? Okay, bye.